In Spain, a smart young boy is busy fixing a tractor. On the radio, there are reports of unusual solar activity causing several satellites to malfunction. The senior mechanic asks the boy what he thinks about these natural phenomena. The kid, clearly biased, claims that aliens are responsible. Surprisingly, the man agrees, saying, yes, they're behind everything. Meanwhile, Alba rides her scooter down a beautiful road. She stops to record a video journal, mentioning that she's near a cave where her father, a climate scientist, works. Inside the cave, Alba interviews him, but he speaks only in cliches about the importance of preserving nature. Alba is unimpressed. Didac, a boy from the area, spends his free time drawing. Alba visits him, and he happily shows her his sketches. They know each other well. When he's not drawing or fixing tractors, Didac dreams of becoming a famous footballer. But not everyone is kind to him. A group of bullies on quad bikes approach, insult him, and threaten to beat him later. Alba and another woman step in, driving them away. That evening, Alba returns home. Her father is preparing for a trip to Barcelona, promising to return the next evening. Their dog barks strangely, but no one pays much attention. Later, Didac is ambushed by the bullies. Alba sees them capture him, but she can't stop them. They throw him into the river, and he starts to drown. Alba rushes in, pulling him out just as the atmosphere erupts with a massive red flash. The sky turns terrifyingly red. Winds howl, lightning strikes, and the entire city is on fire. Many people outside are instantly killed. Alba drags Didac to shore and gives him first aid. Together, they retreat into the cave, where they find supplies and warm clothes. Inside, they try to understand what just happened. One thing is certain, it's not aliens. By morning, the snowstorm stops, and the weather clears slightly. They return to Alba's home, but it's damaged. There's no communication and no electricity, but Alba manages to get a solar charger working. They head into the city, only to find complete destruction. Alba suggests they go to Barcelona, but when she tries to start her scooter, it won't run. Didac attempts to push it, but the scooter tips over, injuring Alba. At night, they sleep in Alba's damaged house. Didac hears noises, but Alba insists it's just the wind. Still, as a precaution, he blocks the door. The next few days, Alba continues recording her video journal, but her condition worsens. Didac takes care of her and realizes she needs antibiotics. Despite his fear, he decides to go out at night to find medicine. Alone in the darkness, he pedals through the empty streets on his bicycle. By morning, he returns with what Alba needs. He gives her the injection, then explores the silent city. He finds a workshop and even repairs a tractor. Days pass. Alba slowly recovers, her wound nearly healed. They survive on vegetables from the garden, still hoping someone will eventually find them. Alba insists they should go to Barcelona, but fear holds her back. Meanwhile, Didac is confused when he notices blood on Alba's bed. Panicked, he thinks something terrible happened, but Alba explains it's just a natural part of being a woman. Awkwardly, Didac begins to see her differently. One day, while mixing flour together, he impulsively kisses her, then quickly walks away, unsure of what to say. Months pass. Despite storms that destroy their crops, Didac surprises Alba by repairing the tractor. She's overjoyed. Together, they decide to leave for Barcelona. On the way, Didac confesses he wouldn't mind if they stayed alone together forever. But when they reach Barcelona, the city is in ruins. Alba breaks down in tears, realizing her father likely died along with everyone else. They ride the tractor through empty streets, honking the horn, but no one responds. Then they notice a massive SOS sign and go to investigate. They find a tent city, but no living people. Suddenly, a minor earthquake shakes the ground. They hear a child crying, but when they rush to check, it's only a doll. Behind the tents, they discover the hanging body of someone long dead. Later, they reach the ruins of a legendary football stadium. Didac runs across the field with a ball while Alba cheers, pretending to be a fan. For a brief moment, they laugh and enjoy themselves. But as night falls, Alba finally makes a choice. Their relationship shifts to a new level. Content. She wonders aloud what life would be like if they were the only two people left in the world. Together, they decide to leave the city behind and start fresh by the sea, where they can garden and build a new life. Time passes. Alba records videos of Didac working, and one day, she happily announces that she is pregnant. Though nervous, they're both excited. Alba begins studying books on childbirth, preparing for the future. And finally, the time for childbirth arrives. After a sleepless night, Alba gives birth to a baby boy. One day, she spots a yacht out at sea. Overjoyed, she calls Didac, but he is skeptical, insisting that no one is on board. He says they don't need anyone else. Still, Alba tries to signal for attention and is stunned when a man washes ashore, alive. When he regains consciousness, he explains that the wind suddenly changed direction, the sail struck him on the head, and he fell into the sea, only waking up on the beach. At first, he's relieved, thinking he wasn't alone in the world after all. He tells them about his cabin on an island and invites them to visit. The man helps with the garden, chats about yachts, and quickly bonds with Alba. But Didac doesn't trust him. His suspicion grows when he notices the man peeking at Alba as she nurses the baby. Didac confronts him, but the man brushes it off, offering honey instead. Didac hints that he should leave, but the man promises a farewell party on his yacht and invites them aboard. That night, he sets up a projector on the sail and screens a film. Alba insists they stay overnight on the yacht, persuading Didac to agree. But by morning, Didac wakes to discover that they've drifted into the open sea. Panicked, he shouts, and suddenly, the man punches him, sending him overboard. Alba, horrified, dives in to save Didac, even as the man tries to stop her. She rescues him, but the yacht drifts away, with their baby still on board. Desperate, they study maps to guess where the man might have taken the child. Alba remembers his mention of rare flowers used for honey, which only grow on a few islands, the nearest being Minorca. Following this lead, they arrive there and spot the yacht anchored offshore. They track him to his house and hear their baby crying. Through a hole in the fence, they see him, and Alba urges Didac to shoot. But he hesitates, missing his chance. While the man tends to his bees, Alba sneaks into the house. She finds the baby, locked inside a cage with a padlock. Outside, Didac prepares to shoot, but Alba sends him to break the lock instead. She takes the gun, watching the man until the baby cries distract her. Seizing the moment, the man attacks, disarms her, and forces them both to surrender. He ties them up, confessing that he could never bear to live alone again after 7 years of isolation. Alba pleads with him, promising they can find a way to coexist. He believes her, partly because the baby needs milk, and unties her, though he keeps her at gunpoint. He speaks strangely, admitting that he sometimes listens to the baby cry just to feel life around him. Alba realizes he is losing his sanity. While feeding the baby, she seizes a chance to escape. But the man captures Didac and begins torturing him to lure her back. Hearing his screams, Alba hesitates, torn between saving herself and returning. Using her wits, she records the baby's cries on her phone and plays it from a distance, tricking the man. She rushes back to free Didac, but the man discovers the deception and confronts them. He shoots Alba in the leg, but she had already slipped Didac a small knife. Using it, Didac breaks free and attacks. Alba retrieves the gun and points it at the man. Convinced she won't shoot, he advances until Alba fires, wounding him in the shoulder. Furious, he charges, throwing her down the stairs. The fight escalates, the man reaching for the gun, Didac armed only with a sickle. A shot rings out. Alba scrambles upstairs and finds the man dead, but Didac mortally wounded. The bullet struck his chest. Holding their son, he whispers his name, glances at Alba one last time, and collapses. Alba buries him at sea. Memories of their life together flash before her eyes. In the final scene, Alba walks with her son down a beautiful road, heading back toward their home. And with that, the story comes to an end. So that's it. Hope you enjoy the story. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos.